Over the last several years, I've had a lot of people ask me how I came about making mathematical tools for children. That's a great question. My name is Scott Rule. I'm the founder and owner of MathRack. Here's how our story began. Back in 2005, one day my wife Lynn, who was a first grade teacher, came home and handed me this interesting looking triangular thing with 2 rows of red and white beads and asked me if I could possibly make something a little bit sturdier than one of these. At the time, Lynn and I had another little company called Buddy Builders. We had converted our garage over to a woodworking shop, and we had made hundreds, not thousands, of wooden kits for kids. And we sold them to Lynn's school district because at the time, the teachers there had a construction curriculum. And the teachers loved the kits because the kids enjoyed building them, and the kids took great pride in making a birdhouse, or whether it was a slide top box or a step stool. We had several different kits. So I put a little thought behind it, and after a couple months of this sitting around my workbench, I figured out my own design. My design's a little bit more sturdier than a Reckon Rack. We call our product a MathRack. MathRack, Reckon Rack is pretty much so one and the same thing. The nice thing about a MathRack versus a Reckon Rack is that my design I created with the safety of children in mind. My product is extremely sturdy. The rods that are in this, there's no way a child could get these rods out of the MathRack. So if they can't get the rods out, they're unable to get to the beads. And beads in a 6-year-old's hands would probably end up in their ears or their nose or their mouth, making a very unsafe environment for the child. The Reckon Rack, on the other hand, were very poorly made. You could pull this rod out very easily. A 6-year-old could just annihilate this whole thing. It's a very flimsy wooden frame. So once I came up with my own sturdy design, I went to a patent attorney and we talked about it, and I got a couple patents and been making this stuff ever since.